welcome and welcome to the channel. Thank you for taking time to join me always. My name is Deborah, this is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at the energy for today. So let's get into it. I hope that things are moving well for you. These messages are always timeless. As a side note, just use your discernment, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But when I am recording these, this is the day after the Lionsgate 8/8 portal, which is all about manifestation. It's amplification to what we're trying to bring into our life, setting our intention, rewriting the script. It doesn't mean that everything's going to look perfect right now, but the more we can chip away at the energies of what we're trying to let go, whether that is a person, a situation, a habit, a pattern, a way of being, etc., the more we're going to see those manifestations come in a lot quicker, a lot easier. We have good support in the astrology right now. Also, tension is building. Saturn and Jupiter are square to one another right now. So Saturn is what teaches us our lessons, and Jupiter is our abundance. And there's resistance there. Resistance because I look at it as like that instant gratification energy when we just like want something to be done and over with, or we want that thing yesterday, that type of vibe. And we're trying to contend with the work, the commitment that we have to put in order to make something happen. Some of the things are, annoying, not as bad. Some of them are more major. Some of them we do have to pay a little bit more attention and can't necessarily turn a blind eye. If we do, it's not the worst thing ever. We just get looped back into that karma, meaning we have to relearn the lesson all over again, whether it's with the same person or someone new. So we'll start off with this energy cleansing, set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any unwanted energy, negative, lower vibrational things we don't want a part of ourselves, our life, this reading. It's also a really good time to set your own intention as well, especially if you're looking for specific messages or questions to be answered from Spirit. Definitely bring those and be open to receive. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is blocking the highest and best from coming through. Fear, doubt, insecurity, lack of worth, lack of value, anger, frustration, impatience, annoyance. Release it from us. Help us to be able to see clearly what we need to move forward in a harmonious way. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, so as I said, we have a lot of support right now, and it's support in this very beautiful way. We're in Leo season, and Leo is kind of that element of pride in a good way. Let's put that disclaimer out there. We all need to have some level of pride in who we are and what we bring to the table. That helps us believe in ourselves. It helps allow the impossible to be made possible, the seemingly impossible, I should say. So we really need to use this energy right now towards our advantage, making sure that we're not pushing forward unnecessarily. It's this dance between keep moving forward, keep doing what you got to do, but don't rush ahead that you're missing out on certain steps or you're missing out on key information. Take note of all that's going on right now and paying attention, I keep hearing that, paying attention and awareness. Step back and slow down are asking us to reevaluate, to be more aware of our surroundings. It's kind of a hard time of year, right? Because it's end of summer, it's busy, the days are hot. There's just a lot going on. It's a lot of intensity, a lot of fire energy. The sun is the dominant planet right now. So we all really want to be seen, heard, and validated, right? But everything right now is basically telling us today to pump the brakes. Step back, slow down, and pause. There's something key that we are missing that needs to be looked at. That again confirms the Saturn square to Jupiter. We've been seeing this around breaking free, yes, but also looking at things through a new perspective. This lens is very important. It's very important to switch your perspective because I feel like it is the missing piece, so to speak. It doesn't have to be like the only thing left before, all this beauty opens up, but it definitely has that missing piece component. Fresh start. I love that. So we are entering into a new season. And we've been seeing that. The way that the astrology is playing out, it is going to force change. It is going to force transformation in our lives. Yes, we have free will. Yes, we can kind of dictate how that's going to go. But the places where we are finding challenge and resistance, we do want to pay attention to those things. There's a reason that they're popping up. There's a reason that we really need to cultivate this new beginning and fresh start. And a lot of it is attached to breaking free from the past, not letting it have a hold over us, not letting it linger, understanding the amount of attention it deserves, right? Playing the game a little bit more wisely, intentionally, with that bird's eye perspective. Immediacy isn't always good, and that's the conundrum right now because we are in fire season, because there is all this energy of like, okay, I'm gonna make this happen, like go, 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 right? Or you just want to have fun and hang out and have a good time and, and there's places for both of those things, all of those things, right? But at the same time, I'm hearing, I hope I speak this in the right way, but it's like, don't get high off of the energy, right? Like, because I feel like it can be a big not a downfall, but like it can come crashing down quickly with this Five of Pentacles. And it really, there is this energy of like squashing some level of hope. Something beautiful has started to evolve, to blossom, and you're seeing this in your life. And it got you excited. I feel like you are excited. The energy today is a little bit more vibrant. Yesterday, even though we had this really powerful 8-8 portal, at the same time, the energy was really heavy. And we had to kind of combat between not letting ourselves get sucked in to focus too much on what wasn't working or wasn't going our way, and really just find peace and contentment in the places that like things are thriving in our life, the blessings that we do have. And we all do have blessings, right? It can be as simple as thank you for this meal, or for a roof over my head, or a job, money, whatever. Like we all have things, even if we're not super happy in that dynamic, in that environment, we all have things to be thankful for. It's interesting, this Knight of Wands has come up twice in the blocked energy. And we've been having the Wands family rear their beautiful heads a lot in our readings. We get Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and these are the more immature energies out of, the Wand Court cards. So I'm hearing this as where you are attaching your energy, like being really mindful, especially as it relates to people that you're dealing with. There are some sticky situations that are popping up. And here's the thing, it's a little bit of a discovery, a learning of how to work in this new dynamic. We're so used to the old, right? We're so used to things looking a certain way, and enough change has happened that there is newness, right? But with this Two of Wands, now it's finding balance between the opposing forces, finding balance between what seems to be disharmony and disconnect, but in reality, there's always a way to find balance, right? That's the nature of life, is duality. Okay. Thank you. This guy, the devil, pops up right away. So this is what we are trying to break free from. And it definitely feels like it's heavily attached to someone that you've been giving power to, someone that, I'm seeing illusion. I'm seeing false belief. I'm seeing someone trying to bring you back in slowly but surely. Because there is this element of the Eight of Pentacles. Something is scary. I'm hearing you're afraid of something. You have a lot going on. Again, that's why we are getting these messages of slow down. You're feeling nervous, you're feeling afraid, and yeah, there's a lack of, we have the devil, and then we have all this earth energy. Spirit wants you to be a little bit more balanced in your pursuit, grounded. So take your time. Obviously, we've been seeing that message as well throughout this whole reading. I feel like someone's trying to get you to, like I said, they're trying to bring you back in. They're trying to get your attention. I feel like I'm hearing sugarcoating. Something's getting swept under the rug. Something I feel like you kind of know about, or you have some intuitive hints around. And they're trying to cover it. They're trying to cover it up with all this earth energy. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to, what don't they want you to know? Okay. People. Yeah, so it's like, okay. Something happened that really threw you off balance, and I feel like you don't have resolve from this specific situation or with this specific person right now. Like I said, there's a lot of hiding energy. They're trying to get you to look over here versus over here. They're trying to put up a front. What do we have? Okay, so we have Mercury and Venus in Virgo right now, and then the fortune point is in Capricorn. So those are the places we really need to find more balance in our communication, in the way we approach situations. Maybe we need to become a little bit slower, so when we are connecting, conversing with others, it doesn't feel all over the map, or people aren't feeling like they're being heard. Someone's afraid of something coming out, and I don't think it's like horrible per se. I don't know. It kind of has, yeah. I feel like they're afraid to let their true feelings show. There's something that they're hiding. They don't want to have this conversation. It's very vulnerable for them. But it's also like them covering it up makes things 10 times more messy, 10 times more toxic. Because part of this hiding is coming out of control and manipulation and wanting to be able to dictate. Someone who doesn't really pay attention, who's in their own world, a little self-serving energy is what I'm hearing. And you're triggering them for some reason, something you're doing, something you're saying, it's triggering them. And maybe it's just because they're not acknowledging, I don't know. This is a little bit messy. It's like you're triggering this person and it's triggering them in a way that's actually kind of putting them in this very toxic energy. Maybe their intention, maybe the feelings they have towards you or what they want with you is not specifically toxic, but the way that they're going about it makes it super low vibey. So why do you need to pause? I do feel like it has to be reevaluated, but maybe your approach needs to be a little bit different. Like I was saying, maybe you're coming off a little bit more defensive than what you're intending to, or they're perceiving it that way. I mean, communication is wonky right now. We're in Mercury retrograde, so it's hard to, especially if we're in dynamics that we don't really understand each other or struggle to communicate, it's going to be maximized. It's going to be heightened right now. And Mercury is square to Uranus. Uranus is all about rebellion. It's about kind of saying, like, screw you, or I'm doing this my own way. And I feel like that's kind of where this person is getting a little bit hurt. Yeah, the outlaw. So it's, it's a defense mechanism, right? So when whatever this person feels or wants with you, it feels very vulnerable and tender to them. But they don't like that. They don't want to be on display. They don't want to be rejected, shot down, etc. And so the only way that they know how to act and behave is to kind of say F you or make you jump through a lot of hoops. You know, it's like, I'll work with you and then no, I don't want to. I want to be myself. It's like they march to the beat of their own drum. You know, they have their own vibe going on. There's that control, what we're seeing, dare to dream. So this is a really interesting energy because, again, so much of relationship dynamics are how we approach things. We can be completely justified in our thoughts, in our perspective, but there is a dance in terms of working together in harmony, right? There is a way to communicate even if you don't agree. And that's what feels a little bit amiss. For whatever reason, you know, you're going to know your situation the best, but this person or this situation is taking very, very personally your disinterest or that you feel like you're always on the defensive. Get wild. I love that. I don't know. Yeah, not being so regimented all the time, right? Not everything has to be robotic. Not everything has to be, we don't always have to, stick to this plan or this specific order or even like emphatically defend our beliefs. You know, we have to get wild and the wildling. So this is really being able to tap into that part of ourselves that is a little bit more wild, that is carefree, that loves to just find excitement within the adventures of life. And sometimes when we compartmentalize someone or a situation as being a certain thing, we get locked into that energy. There is no room for movement. And then it becomes these chains that bind us. But Spirit's saying, like, even if this dynamic on the surface is not fun, you don't really like it, you're annoyed, maybe you feel pissed off, maybe you're angry, maybe you don't want to deal. At the same time, there is an approach that can actually honor everyone involved. I'm not saying like this person or situation doesn't have their things to work out, because they do. And I don't even feel like they would come back quote unquote fully healed, or in a place where, you know, you could have this fresh start with them if you're looking at re-engaging in a relationship or in a dynamic. It's like what's done is done is what I'm hearing. And, you know, also understanding how you show up in this. Are you justifying bad behavior? Are you giving them too much wiggle room? Does it need to be dialed back a little bit? There is readjustment, and that's why Spirit's saying, like, take a second to slow down and pause. You don't have to immediately react over everything, or especially over the things, especially the things that are making us frustrated. So kind of an interesting reading today. I hope it helped. I hope you found messages that resonated for you. Thank you so much for your time and energy always. Definitely drop comments below if it did resonate. I love to hear, or if you just want to connect and share a little love and support, I would love that. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always sending all the love and blessings your way.